My generator broke. One circuit popped its circuit breaker, these two little guys down there, and reset it and didn't come back on. And I was in the house and the circuit came on for a second, but then went out again. Couldn't draw any power on it. And I need both legs for 240. My water pump is 240 volt. So no water without both circuits working. And it also had me moving the refrigerator to a different circuit from what it normally would have been on. And I ended up leaving without changing it back and spoiled my refrigerator through my own error. Anyway, so this is the circuit breaker. I already unplugged the one leg. But then where's the other leg? Oh, it broke off completely. So this is somewhat of a manufacturing defect, I believe, because see how the wire was pinched? These wires were kind of pinched around and stressed. I think this was like bent in a real stressful way because this wire got pinched down and pulled the other wire down with it, probably. And it really stressed the heck out of the connector, bent it way over, and then just messing around pushing on it must have been the final straw to make it break. So for now, I'm just going to bypass this. I'm going to get the piece out of here and just butt these together for now. There won't be a circuit until I buy a new circuit breaker. I'm going to remove that before I put it together again, so I have one to look for. But actually, the circuit I backfeed, and I plug this in and I backfeed a circuit here. And that just goes through a 20 amp breaker anyway, which I keep taped off. Except when in use. So I'm just duplicating a 20 amp breaker anyway, albeit these are a little faster breakers and more independent. But I won't be without a breaker in the system, even with it removed and bypassed. I thought you might want to see the insides of a generator. Big oil capacitor. I cut a little piece of flat copper, fit between these two connectors, put them together, and then put a little tape around it just for temporary here. Keep it from hitting anything. That's bare metal. And back together for now. Put a piece of tape over the hole, keep the critters out. And a quick stab at Google, and looks like I'll have no trouble getting one to replace it, even for fairly cheap. And here's a quick look inside of one of these. Top part off. Because the terminal would be here, broke off. There's your switch actuator. This, I guess, is your thermal, your bimetal strip. I can't really simulate this, can I? I guess I have to heat it to make that happen. Ta-da! And of course, normally the current flowing through here would heat up the bimetal by itself. And then flexes enough, lets the paddle pop out of the way. The paddle gets between the contacts. And now even when it cools, it won't reset until somebody mechanically pushes it back in, pushes the paddle out between two contacts so it can rejoin again. Pretty simple. Bimetal. The bimetal itself generates the heat when under enough load. So they must make these thinner or thicker depending on the amperage. You can get these down to like 1.5 amps. So difference is just in the bimetal, I guess. Gotta be a spring in here. There it is. And there's the big contacts. Good shape. They're not soiled at all. Originally, before I took this thing apart, I figured the contacts had just been burned. And but then I saw that the actual terminal actually broke off. Probably mechanical damage during assembly.